if you really want to wind your teacher up, I'm going to show you an alternative way of dealing with a classic problem. Have a look at this. This is something I answered a little while ago, or today actually. You can see the question, pause the video and look at what I did. I took them part way through to find a particular value. You won't always find solutions presented with full explanation like this. All right, now we're going to look at this in a different way. Okay, the time of travel was set at 5 hours. All right, fairly straightforward. The two speeds we have 2 miles per hour and we have 46 miles per hour. In the question they talked about a boat travelling at 46 miles an hour. Well, that is moving for a boat. Distance travelled was 21 miles. Alright, so we have a combination of walking at that speed and travelling in a boat at that speed for that time, and the total distance covered was 21 miles. Now what we're going to do is we're going to translate this into a graph format. Now we're either, what are the options? Let's start again. The options are totally walk or totally travel at that speed in a boat, or a combination. Well, if we walk all the way for 5 hours, the distance covered is equal to 5 times 2 equals 10 miles. If we go by boat all the way for 5 hours, the distance travelled is 5 times 46. Now 5 is half of 10. 10 times 46 is 460. That's half of 460. 230 miles. Now like I said, let's consider the graph here. We have 5 hours total travel time, 0 hours. Now we're going to set this such that it is 5 hours for the boat. Now as I say, if for example we're here, that will be the time for the boat, that will be the time for walking, right? So it's all boat or part boat, part walk. See the idea? Now we relate that to distance. So this is time in the boat, 5 hours. This is distance. Whoops. If we have no time in the boat, it is walking all the way, so that is 10 miles. If we have no walking, all time in the boat, we have 230 miles. Now we can relate this. If we come across there and we come across there like that, we have a straight line graph, and it really does work like this. Believe me, it does. We have a target. Let's come up here and across. That is the target distance of 21 miles. That will give me the amount of time spent in the boat. The rest of the time will be walking. Okay, so we simply have the slope for the whole thing is the same as slope for the part. So the whole thing, we want x, so we put x on the top. So we put time in the boat on the top. 5 hours Now the distance travelled is the difference between those two there. 230 minus 10, so I'll write that, look, 230 minus 10 as a ratio is the same as 21, no, same as x over 21 minus 10. Now if you work this out, we get 5 over, take 10 off, that's 220, equals x over 21 minus 10 is 11. So from this, x is equal to 11 times 5 all over 220. Okay, let's bring up my little friend here. We have 11 times 5 is 55, so we have 55. Divide that by 220. Oh, we'll do it as a fraction. Let's do it as a fraction, shall we? Look, 55. Come down there, 220, and we get a quarter. So x is equal to a quarter. Now don't forget, this is in hours. So the time spent in the boat is a quarter of an hour. The rest of the time was spent walking. It's as straightforward as that.